The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 660 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the new colorway of the PopinJay playing cards. So, no further ado, take a look and see what we get. As you can see, it is more of a satiny kind of matte finish tuck box there. It has a little bit of shininess, but like mostly like a dull kind of flat finish to it. There, as you can see, it's in that kind of greenish yellow colorway with the bird there on the front, with a little club card there. That says PopinJay playing cards on either side of the deck, of the box. It has the design that just wraps around the top box there. On the bottom here, you got a little information. It says our Tiffany playing cards, their website there. And it says born in the USA, made in China. And on the back here, you got a little sneak peek of the I guess you got to look at the five of diamonds there. It says every card tells a story. There's no seal for the cards, and then on the top it just has the design that wraps around. It says PopinJay. Now we grab that out. The tuck flap and the inner tuck flap just have that design that wraps around. Now if we take the cards out of the box. On the inside of the tuck box here, as you can see, it's that kind of flowery design that we saw on the outside of the tuck box, but in a blue kind of colorway that goes throughout the interior of the tuck box. But now that we take a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the card. And as always, we'll start with the back design. So it looks like we have a borderless one-way back design there. So it is that kind of lighter blue colorway there. And it has some tan, some cream colored and some green kind of diamond squares pattern on the back there. And then you got the PopinJay logo right in the middle. And if you were to flip it over, the PopinJay logo would be upside down. So it is a one-way design there. But now for the cards here. And here we start with the first card here, which is the custom Ace of Spades here. And it is like some kind of swan or something. And it makes like the design of a spade there. There's like the reflection of it. It's making the spade. And then you got the custom font and suits there in the corners. And then each card are similar in style. They just add like another bird for like the certain amount of numbers on each card. So you got the swan for like the aces here, or I mean for the spades, and then just add another little baby swan on each of the cards. And then you got the jack, queen, and king, which are fully custom, 3 different style birds, and they're fully colored there, so they're fully inked on each of the cards there. They definitely went all out with the core cards. And then you got the hearts here, got a little hummingbird there. And each of the hearts are kind of like a flower on the stem. So it doesn't add a bird, it just adds a new like flower to it. Kind of for the hearts. And then we got that Jack, Queen, and King once again. It's kind of more of a night style scene there. You got like an owl there for the queen. You got like a crow or a raven there. These are more blue kind of colorway. And then it looks like for the clubs here, you got some owls there, and on each of the cards, like they're kind of like have their eyes closed, but every card it opens their eyes there. So it kind of looks a little creepy with them opening all their eyes just staring at you. And then with the Jack, Queen, and King of clubs here, and it's more of a winter kind of themed for the clubs here. Because you got like the snow falling on the cards. And then lastly, we got the diamonds here. And it's a little baby bird in the nest. And then, like, once again, it just adds another baby bird hatching out. And then the 10 here is the mother. There's the worm. And then last, we got the Jack, Queen, and King of diamonds here. Fully custom with the custom coloring once again there. Definitely lots of detail on those core cards. And then the last 3 cards in the deck. Here you kind of got this little I guess you get the Joker. I guess we're ending with the Jokers. Usually we start with the Jokers. But in this case we're ending with it. So here we got this blue colored Joker there. And they definitely look like hand drawn or hand painted. Everybody has a cat there playing some cards there. Has the bird on the top of its head there. And then we got pretty much at the front of the tuck box. As you can see here. Has that same bird with that same yellowish green kind of colorway with that flowery pattern. It says Joker Joker in the blue color. You got the bird with a little card there. It says it has a J on it for Joker. And then the last card here, you just got a QR code for their Instagram, I guess. And it says every card tells a story. But now that we look at the card, time to test the handling. And these cards are made in it says, yeah, no, it says born in the US, but made in China. So it's either like Cardamundi or one of those companies out there. There. But I gotta say, straight out of the box, these actually spring really nice. They're not too stiff, but not like super like flexible, like thin or anything. They're definitely on the more thinner side, but they got like a nice like, still a nice like thickness to them. They fan pretty nicely, as you can see. They spread nice and even. You got a pretty nice fan ability with these cards because of the borderless design. That's why I really like borderless designs. There, because you get some pretty cool designs with your fans. And especially with the giant fans. So we just Pharaoh it. Then we giant fan it. You got a cool giant fan. And you got the faces here, the custom, fully custom faces. And it is a one-way design, like a kind of, yeah, it is a one-way design. So if I were to wiffle shuffle it, the design will get all mixed up. But you wouldn't really notice too much getting mixed up if you were to fan it, because it looks the same like almost either way. Except for if you like did this, you might see some of the cards upside down a little bit, but nothing like too crazy there. And they are a different stock of finish I didn't mention there compared to like your regular bicycle deck, because those are just air cursor finish. But these are a different stock finish. I'm not sure what stock it is because I couldn't find that information there. But as you can see, there's a little bit more of a shinier card to it. But they still handle fantastic there. Usually some of those different stocks of finishes handle it differently, but these actually feel really nice. So once again, here's that one-way back design there. It's that kind of like diamond kind of design on it. There. And then you got the fully custom faces, which we took a look at, which each suit has their own bird on each card there. And then you got the fully custom core cards, which are different from one, core cards which are different from one another. They're different like themes for each of the suits. There. So overall fun deck. So if you're a fan of birds, then might be a deck for you. This is definitely bird heavy. So I guess with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. And this has been day 660 of your daily deck review. And this has been the new blue, I guess, the new colorway of the PopinJay playing cards there. And I'm the Canadian Character signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.